Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the quick update of the situation over in the Lyman Civils front. Big developments over the Lyman Civils front. We have geolocations of Russian forces basically at the river. Let's zoom in here. So Russian forces, I think Russian military have released footages showing that they have successfully, the way how they fought in the forest. The forest don't have much leaf now. Maybe it's autumn coming, or maybe just fierce fighting, and so this sector here is confirmed, taken by the Russian forces, in this sector here. So I need to reduce my mouse sensitivity. No, okay. So this is the area that the Russians confirmed to have captured. And the Russian mapping has mapped it even more bullish. They say that all the forests in this sector here is all under Russian control. And if this is true, which I believe is likely to be the case, because I already reported this before, that the chances of the Ukrainians holding position here is super low. And if they do, the commander that made that order is insane. So the area here is entirely untenable. There's no way to effectively rotate the troops. And yeah, so that means that the battle for the Serebryanske Forestry is coming to an end. We are pretty close to the end, by the look of it. I think there's still some bits of forest over in the area of Yampil. However, I think after this sector here is taken by the Russian forces, I don't think you're going to call this part Serebryanske Forestry. Maybe it is, but it's like the battle will be pivoting beyond just talking about the forest, but it's more about Yampil and Lyman, and yeah. So this is the sector that the Russians have claimed to have taken, including some geolocation confirming that. And the strategic situation here, of course, is already we already established this likely to be the case, and the Russian forces is currently doing this northern flanking operation around Siversk, and they're putting pressure on Siversk on the eastern part. I don't think they're storming the city yet. And now the attention is now moving in the direction of Dronivka. They're trying to attack Dronivka and Yampil. So there's this push to Yampil, and then I believe the Russians will continue to go through the forest, and basically eventually do a flanking or some kind of a defensive wall in the south of Lyman. So this is Lyman. So I think this strategy situation is pretty firm right now, unless the Russians stop again for no apparent reason. But I don't think so. At least I think the momentum right now is still largely on the Russian side. In fact, it's entirely on the Russian side. So I believe this is likely going to be the case. It's going to be a repeat of the battle for Lyman, when the Russians first conquered it in 2022. So whether the Ukrainians actually have the manpower or the capability to defend is another thing altogether. The Russians are launching so many offensives across so many front lines, and the Ukrainians are losing a lot of grounds. Our projection, the first projection is already half wrong, because I was expecting a total collapse in this month. It didn't happen. We have signs of it with the breakout zone. So the second projection with Grok 4, when I worked with Grok 4, was next month, which means after this month, there should be a total collapse. Of course, we do not know. For of course the pro-Ukrainian guys, you think that why it's insane, that it looks nothing like total collapse, but usually this kind of thing is exponential. The curve is exponential. It will happen very suddenly. Like every market crash, it always looks perfectly fine until suddenly it crashes. I think militarily wise is the same. Once you have a point of combat where the command is unable to reinforce, provide the equipment needed, that front line will suddenly collapse. That's exactly what happened in the Pokrov breakout zone. I think the Ukrainian side is pushing whatever they can to the front at this moment. They definitely still have some reserve troops, but do they have enough to cover so many front line remains to be seen. But we shall see how this goes. So anyway, thank you for watching. Just a quick update regarding this part. There's a lot more updates, a lot of places getting captured by the Russian forces. So so look out for the frontline changes report on the main channel, which is the black logo DPA channel. And so you are now on the DPA war channel. Subscribe, press like. Happy birthday to you for your birthday today, and I'll see you guys in the next update.